Hey y'all, welcome back to the Be Like D channel. It's your girl D coming back with another review of Real Housewives of Potomac season 6 episode 11. Alright, so the episode starts off with Candace. Candace is at her house and her mom is here to visit because she's here to see her music video and help and support her. And Candace's mama is so funny because the whole time she's going around her house judging how she's styling it. She's like, oh, we're keeping the couch. She's like, oh, okay. And then Candace saying, yeah, we're gonna put this up here and that right there. And so she's like, hold on, I gotta see it. Hold on. That's the perfect critiquer. And she throw her daughter shade endlessly. That's how Candace know how to read. Their mama is terrible. And then she said, she already her confession, like, send help. My mama is always here, even more now that she don't even own this house, okay? And they built her in too good of a room. She always trying to be there. And I'm like, why? Who mama visit that much? Something wrong with that. Something is definitely wrong with that. You is not gonna be in my house too often, okay? I don't even like guests, okay? That's enough. All right, and then we got Giselle and her daughter. Her daughter finally passed the learner's permit, and so now she's trying to teach her how to drive. And then I was like, what is this car? But then there they go, flashing back to last season. Apparently it's Jamal's car. It's a Gucci car, some kind of Fiat or something. It's real tiny. I hate them tiny cars, and they made me feel, I ain't even a claustrophobic person, but I feel claustrophobic looking at them in that little bitty ass car, okay? And I think Giselle got some height to her. How you fit in this car? But anyway, so apparently it's Jamal's car. He left it and she kept. I'm like, all right, I get that, girl. Keep it, shit. He left it. He ain't come back for it. Did he? And of course, I really don't care for this much, but Grace is driving terribly. She almost ran over the cameraman. That was funny. Then she was on the curb, and then Giselle, her confession, was like, yeah, Grace is bad at this. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you for knowing. But also, I still hate how you make your kids your storyline. Do better. Okay, so now we're over to Mia and her husband. They're at their loft and our penthouse, I think it is. And she basically showing us her mommy side, and she's saying that, once again, she's saying that she took over the business from her husband. And I'm like, how long have you been running a business? Have you just start running it when the show started filming? I don't know, that thought passed my mind. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that one. And then they also show us a clip of them trying to open up a new place, a new chiropractic place. And she's saying that he's been her mentor, but he's not being the boss like she's been the boss, because she's talking to him about how Candace and her husband are having issues because he's her husband. And then the husband's like, what was that? What? And then she's like, because he's her manager. And he's like, oh, okay. And then they're saying that it's not going to work because you can't have two CEOs of a company, because of course you're going to bring that into your family life. Well, with them being husband and wife, it's going to bring it into their family life. It's going to bring it into their home, and then also into their bedroom. And then she said, when he enters your bedroom, then you know your marriage is really about to start having some issues. And she also called her mom, and they discussed going to ice cream one day with the kids. And then Mia in her confessional says that since they last talked, I guess they haven't seen each other or in person or whatever. And then they show us that it was a month ago. And I'm like, okay, so they haven't seen each other physically in a month, I'm guessing. And then she's saying that, the mom is saying that she always got the kids. And then apparently Mia has an older brother and a younger, her brother, she has twin brothers that are 7 years younger than her, and then she has a sister. I'm like, you have all these siblings, really? I was surprised, and especially since they all have the same mom but different dads. So I was like, wow, that's interesting. And then of course I feel like that will add more to her abandonment issues or something, because the mama had multiple kids after her. I mean, well, before and after her. But she grew up in the system, so that's very interesting. And then she also said she feels like since the mom lives with the sister, because she threw shade at her sister though. She said because she don't have no other person or something, she doesn't have someone, so she has time to have the mom in the house with her, basically with her kids. And so the mom always got the kids, and then she feel like the mom and her sister have a codependent relationship, and then they like hang out a lot, and she feels like, why don't they hang? She's like, I'm a good time, why don't they hang out with me? And I'm like, see, there we go. You jealous. She got jealousy issues, one, because the sister and the other siblings get to hang out with the mama more than she does. And then she the only one that went to foster care, and then the other kids went with their actual dads because their dads was better off than her dad. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot of emotions right there. So yeah, Mia, I'm understanding you more, and I understand why you like attention more. I understand that as well. And so now they show Karen on FaceTime, what I'm guessing, who is her business partner, and she's talking about her candles. She actually has her candles right there, and she's smelling them and their packaging and everything. They're talking about how they're gonna package them, and she said she's been working on it for over a year. And then they flash back to 3 weeks ago when she announced that she's gonna be doing candles. So I'm like, okay, I get how it wasn't a lot. It wasn't like she just started working on candles as soon as Wendy said it. So I think maybe she did just omit it. Like, she don't tell people until it's a finished product. I get that. And so she said she's been working with over a year. She said, y'all know how I go into discovery phase, then I go into production and and product development. And I'm like, okay, girl, discovery phase, product development, and now you got finished product, okay? And she keeps saying that Wendy's candle is different. Wendy's candle is gonna be great. She thinks Wendy is gonna be great. Wendy is smart and she'll do great. But there's no comparison because her candle is a 3-wick candle, okay? It's gonna take over large areas. Wendy's candle is a 1-wick candle. Like, she know that for sure. Wendy's candle is a 1-wick candle, and it's for like little areas, like a powder room, would you say? But she did say when she think Wendy would do a great job when she does come out with her own line. So I was like, okay, Karen, I guess. Now we over to Wendy, and Wendy called Eddie up to the office and tell him to bring the candles, and she finna show him that she is serious about this candle line, okay? She ain't just saying stuff because he told her last time you gotta make a business plan. You gotta be, you gotta have stuff ready for this and know what you're talking about. So then they show her talking, and she's talking about Google is her best friend. She's been researching, trying to show him that she is serious about this. And she goes on talking, I don't even know how long, but they made it look long. He all like, he didn't know it was gonna go on so long. That's what his face was giving. But they transitioned to so many different looks. It was hilarious. And then he still was like, well, it seems like you got your idea which way you wanna go, but who are you selling the candles for? And how much money do you think you're gonna need? And then she was like, I don't know. I don't know that yet. And then after he asked her how much money she willing to spend out of pocket, she said $50,000. And he was like, excuse me. And then he said, well, everything sounds good. He hoping to be there to support her. And then he asked her how much it costs to make the candles, and she didn't know. And then she gonna say in her confessional, she's like, well, I have all my receipts. I just have to add it up. I'm like, Wendy, get it together, girl. I guess you can't be good at everything, huh? You think you're good at everything, but apparently can't be. But the funny part of this scene was, he was like, well, I'm here for you. I got your back until you spend too much damn money. And I was like, that was some real shit. He said that shit like, girl, don't spend too much fucking money, okay? And this candle line better pop off, okay? Okay, so now we're over to Ashley, and Ashley's scenes kill me. They so boring. I'm tired of her and her mommy journey. I'm sorry, I'm tired of it because she's pushing it too hard, okay? And now she go to her family house, and they're talking about Michael, about him cheating. The uncle have a problem with him, and then now he was starting a new venture, and then the uncle saying why he's starting a new venture when he got 2 new babies. So that's all that happened with that. And then she said something about, he's talking about they was gonna do it together, and they was like, whoa, don't start no business together again, because when they had that restaurant seasons back, that shit didn't work out, and they almost got a divorce. And actually, that was your out right then. I don't know what you were doing, but I guess you're trying to get more money. 2 kids under your belt, huh? But they so boring. I just skipped through some of it. I got the gist of it. Ashley, you're boring. So now we're over to Robin, and Robin doing her homework that she got from the life coach. And she hit 2 things in one, girl. Good job. So she going to find a bigger space for her business. And apparently she's working out at her mom's office. So that's what that space was at the beginning of the season. So she's trying to get a new space to run her business. And it's like a cool little like warehouse place that apparently other people work out of their businesses from. And they ship out their pallets and stuff. So that's cool. But the place was expensive. They said like it can go up to $2,000 a month. And then toward the end when they were just talking, I was like, hold on, why would he say that's expensive in the lady's face? He was like, ooh, that's expensive. And I was like, ooh, nah, don't say it to the lady's face. Wait till she walk off and then be like, ooh, that was kind of high. But anyway, so then they walk to the other side, and then that's when they're like, do you think we can really afford this? We just got the house. We over budget in the house. And I'm like, yeah, over budget, Robin. Girl, you just don't know how to manage money. One, stop letting her manage the money. God damn, be a man, okay? That's the first time I will ever say that about that. Be a man and just take over the money, okay? Because apparently Robin cannot do it. That's why y'all was in bankruptcy in the first place, okay? Goodness. And then that's why she over 90,000 last season. She finna be owing some more money because she don't know how to stay on budget. She said they over $100,000 on the budget. And how you don't know? Idiot. Warren, you an idiot. That's why you with her. Y'all both idiots together. I see it. Okay. I see it. That's why y'all together. But anyway, so that's what, so then why she got him right there, and then she's like, yeah, sometime, he hyped her up, was like, people that start a new business, they just go for it. So just go for it. You gotta think big. And then that's when she was like, okay, that's a great way to segue, because I feel like sometimes I want you to take off that coach hat and give me more of a, okay, baby, you can do it, and more softer side. And then he was like, he would have if she would have had girls. I was like, okay, ouch. It was kind of funny, but ouch. So if you would have had, but he was like, but since we had boys, you know, so you had to be all manly and stuff. I don't know what that means. So you can't show no real emotions or something. But they just joked it off and hugged, and he said, okay, I understand. So let's see if he changed. And then she said she happy about that, and that she think he really gonna handle her differently. But then in her confessional, when she said that, she looked like she didn't believe it. Now we're over to Candace, and she's doing her choreography for her music video that they finna shoot. And I skipped past most of this too. It was mostly just her trying to dance, and then she said she ain't even a good dancer. So I'm like, so, okay, okay, you're not a good dancer, but you're gonna do all this damn dancing for this video, okay? And we found out that she said she spent over $10,000 on this video. So I'm like, I thought she was spending over $10,000 on her whole like career thing, but who knows how much that was. So apparently she is out of her pocket, and she's just trying to prove to music labels to go ahead and sign her. But I really think it's just gonna be, girl, it's gonna be you and your mama footing the bill for all of this, okay? And then her husband called, she mad because he ain't gonna be there. Same storyline as last episode. Same little, yeah, he ain't gonna be here. We all know this. She mad about it. And I'm like, okay, Candace, whatever. So now they at Candace's video shoot. And the first to arrive is Mia. Then here comes Wendy. And then here comes Giselle. And I like what Wendy wearing. It was cute. Then she had the little red bandana tied around her head. And then Mia like, what you got this red bandana on for? Tupac is dead. And I was like, girl, shut up. And then he come Wendy. Yeah, Tupac, my favorite rapper of all time. I said, okay, come back with it real quick. And then Mia is just like shading the whole ground. She was like, what is going on here? And she's like, this does not look like a new parking lot, because they in the parking lot. And then she said she don't know who's in charge of the set. When you have a music video, somebody should be in charge, and she can't tell who it is. They don't even know where to stand. They don't know where to go. They are just like, so where are we going? And then they like, Candace not even here. So they like, what now? And then Giselle was like, well, then why am I here? And then Giselle looked stupid with them shades on. But I guess she was trying to be Fast and the Furious, because that's what Candace told them to be. So she just bought some shades, and then she got some kind of little ripped up jean jacket and a shirt and some shoes and tennis shoes. Some pants and some tennis shoes. But then Wendy and them, they got heels on, you know, they got some cute Mia really didn't look that much Fast and Furious. It's like she put on some shorts, some heels, and some black, and that was her Fast and Furious. But Wendy had the leather, the heels, the fishnets. I was like, okay, Wendy, that was cute. But then they hug and say hey and say she had to look cute. But then Giselle in her confessional says that her and Wendy made a truce, and I was like, oh, see, I knew I was right. There was a truce, and so, but she don't know how it's gonna go. So she got her what she said, her shade blockers on to stay up out of it or something like that. I'm like, girl, bye. You look stupid anyway with that shit on your face. Ugly ass thing. But then here come Mama Dorothy. She show up, and then we need them hyping her up. They like, hey, Mama Dorothy looking good, girl. Show me what you got. It was a cute little scene. And then Mia ended up asking the mama how old she is. And then Mama just answered though. She's like 54. And then Wendy was like, don't tell her, don't ask her that, don't answer. She's like, excuse me, I'm sorry, Mom, don't worry about it. You look 20, you 20. And then in Wendy's confessional, she says that I don't know why she's like, well, she was born with different etiquette or whatever. It's like, because she would have asked my mama that, she would have told her that she did the little Nigerian accent. She said she would have told her, why you asking my age? Don't worry about my age, worry about how old you look. I said, oh, I'm sure her mama would have said that. It was funny. Definitely shady. Okay. So now they all have arrived, and including Escala and Robin and and Karen. And Karen came looking cute, and then she was like, auntie is here. And I was like, yeah, she looked like a fabulous auntie, girl. I love the hair, the outfit. It was ooh, okay. But anyway, so Candace is having to almost melt down internally, because I know she losing her shit because of the cars that was supposed to be there, that Chris told her was gonna be there, are not coming. And that is the only reason they're there for that scene, for them to have the cars, and she's supposed to do something with the cars. So she is definitely losing her mind, okay? And then they out there talking about it, and then Mia is talking to Candace's mom, and then Candace's mom was like, she trying to fight being shady. And she was like, I don't think Chris should be the manager. I don't think your husband should be your manager. And then Mia was like, yes, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. I tried it. It doesn't work. And then Wendy's like, oh no. And even the scholar was like, oh, like, I know she is not commenting on Candace's marriage, okay, right now. And especially after she said he should just stay the husband. And then Karen is like, well, I think Chris is trying to do it all. And then Candace's mama was like, and he shouldn't be. That's the point. The husband should not be a manager. And then Karen in her confessional, she was like, okay, me and Candace just got on speaking terms. So you got to bring me all this. Like, I ain't trying to have Candace mad at me because I was in this conversation, okay? And Mia just asking more questions. Mia being messy, Mia. And she was like, so is Chris getting paid? And then of course the mama is like, no, he's not getting paid. Or only a real manager will be getting paid, not just the husband or something like that. And then that's when after she asked that, Scarlett and Wendy was like, oh no, I don't mess with people's families. And then they walk up to Giselle and Robin, and they like, I ain't dealing with that. And they like, dealing with what? That's like, then Scarlett was like, you know, your friend over there being messy, Mia, and the messy coming out of her, and she asking if Chris is getting paid. And then Giselle was like, is he? I'm like, that was a prime example of who Giselle is. She didn't say, oh, that's just wrong. She was just like, is he? She was like, shit, I want to know. And then of course her confession, she's like, yes, Mia, ask, let me know what happened. So damn messy, y'all. And then Robin was like, I did want to know, but you just met this woman. How you gonna ask all these questions? And I'm like, yes, that's true too. Mia, you a mess, a whole mess. And now it's gonna be a whole blow up. And then Wendy was like, Mia hasn't met Candace. So she would advise her to tread lightly. I'm like, girl, ain't nobody scared of little Candace, okay? All she gonna do is cry after you yell back at her, okay? Shut her down. Or just look, Mia, just act like you gonna act like you finna do something. She gonna run. Candace's mama wants some camera time, or she just loves shading the hell out of her daughter and judging the hell out of her daughter in her marriage, because she ain't need to spill all this tea, okay? She whispering to the ladies, telling them all kind of stuff. She answering Mia's questions. Like, it's a whole mess. And then she telling Karen, she whispers to Karen that she just hates that he quit his job after she got on or something like that, after she started this, and he becoming a house husband. I said, oh my goodness. No, Mama Dorothy. Like, and then she pushing it. She just keep bringing stuff up to the ladies. And then she whispered that in Karen's ear. Then Karen's like, oh Lord, and she pulled her to the side, and then she like, he quit his job. Like, Karen, she know they might. She's like, I know we might, so we can't really say it. So then Karen mouths, he quit his job. And she's like, well, you know, it closed. The restaurant closed. And I was like, oh my goodness, Mama, you a mess. Mama Dorothy. They need you for this show. She stay messy every time she on the screen, okay? And then Karen in her confession was like, go away from me with this. I don't want to know no more. I don't need Karen coming after me. Everybody acting like they scared of Candace. How all of a sudden y'all scared of Candace? Okay though, but I get it. Like, let's not even go down that road. Wrong road, okay? All right, and then the episode ends with Chris actually showing up to the shoot in his chef clothes still. He pissed off because the car's not there. And he said he just talked to the people, and now all of a sudden the cars can't be there. So Candace ended up using all the ladies' cars. Since they had nice cars, she ended up using their cars as her background for her video. And the mama still being shady. Now she's talking to Robin about it. Then she's talking to Giselle about it. Talking about how he what she said, he didn't want to take off his chef outfit to be in the video or something, I guess. And then he was and then she was like, I guess he get too comfortable. He was just at home cooking. I guess you make money from that. Mama, you came to the scene and tore it up. Somebody acting like Wanda. Is Mama Dorothy and Wanda friends? Because apparently they know how to run through the same shit and roasting husbands around here, okay? Apparently they got to throw their opinions out, and and it's just that I feel like Candace might be just a little smarter than Tisha. That's all it is. Well, Mama is talking to everybody and throwing shade everywhere. And then she covering her mouth like they not mic'd. Like, you couldn't wait to say this. You couldn't wait to get around the ladies and be like, girl, I told her why they doing this. I know, ooh. And then Robin is like, oh, so, and they got that big old house, so how they making money? And then she's like, yeah, he doing a little something on the side. To make a little gig on the side to make some money, if you call it that. And then Robin in her confession was like, oh my God, like, what is she telling me? Is she saying that she paying for the house still? And I'm like, there was rumored that Candace's mom was still paying for her house, but we don't know that yet. I wouldn't put it past it though. I wouldn't put it past. That's why she's there so much. She just, I mean, generational wealth. If your mama can do it for you, go on, let her. But they made it such a big thing on this show, so they making fun of her for it. But I mean, it's funny both ways. Like, girl, your mama still paying for your shit. But then it's also like, bitch, my mama ain't got money to pay for my shit. Okay, so that's both sides of the same thing. But anyway, that's the end of the episode. At the end of the episode, they make up. Chris came mad, and they tried to act like he was just acting like he was just doing too much, but really he was mad because he had everything in place and they fucked up. But they keep saying that Chris fucked up, and then Candace saying in her confessional that she don't know if they can continue as husband juror because he fucked up. I'm like, girl, okay, whatever gets y'all to stop this. And then the mama so damn fake. When Chris get around, she's like, oh, you need a hug? How you doing, Chris? Just terrible. Everything was all right. When mama's here, everything mama power. I'm like, oh, Candace, what y'all gonna say about this? All right, and that is the end of my review for Real Housewives of Potomac season 6, episode 11. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the Be Like the channel, okay? Drop down in the comments. Let me know what y'all thought of the episode, what y'all might have seen that I might not have seen, and we can get to chit-chatting. All right?